unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Get ready?
Check, 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Pick that.
Ready?
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Oh, twisting away. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Mike's 59.
Out of the gun, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Ready?
Check, 59. I'm on. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 5-4. Let's go, D. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, and that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
258. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They go play action here on first down.
Let's go.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. He'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Rodgers. And now he'll tuck it and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
258. 250. Here we go.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check.
McCaffrey following the penalty. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Scarlett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We play to win.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check 15. Rush in.
This is Scarlett on the carry. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
42's the mark, boys. 42's the mark. They're going to need some therapy after this. 49, check 49.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Patrick.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready.
On 2nd and 12, Newton dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez. 5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Set. 780.
Check. 42's the mark. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Easy work.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Check, 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 check.
Go right.
Central West. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Slam, slam, slam.
Get 300. Get 300. Go, go. Chip, chip. Should we get?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Newton, he's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 8.
We got 3, we got 3. 3 down.
Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Mike,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they just...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 27, Mike 26. I'm coming for the 50. Deuce.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 11 yards there, first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Back. Jump out.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Check 20. Jump out.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jump. Protein spill.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Box it. Right there.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Luke Kuechly in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, take 26.
Mike's 50. Hey, exit. 54. Now watch one. Hey, watch that.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got it. Check, check.
Come on.
A give right to Collins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Collins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Collins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
319.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
319.
On first down, Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. That's St. Brown, touchdown Packers. Equanimous St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
20.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Carolina.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Cam, option left. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready? 60 or. Watch your slap, watch your slap. Watch your slap.
Now it's the backup Greer. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they can get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Aaron Rodgers, 3 4th-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
50.
And the blitz does come. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The left side throw complete to Adams. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
26.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. On second down now, it's Hunt. Ooh, with a juke. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, 88. Look at this.
Rodgers now on first down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alex Collins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They've got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Hey, Delta.
Mine's 42. Mine's 42.
Back to the air. Greer on second down. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Get him, boys.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
64.
Check it back.
Hey, 2.
Check. Lucky.
Go.
Greer on 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Packers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Bravo.
They'll look to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw is Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
You draw quarters.
42. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hit it.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Don't get nervous.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, box drop, box drop. Boom, boom.
I'm going to run you over.
Break it down.
Back to throw. It's caught here by Adams. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
You ready?
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Hey, check 26. Hey, echo. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
36.
Right now, you got 58.
Check 3.
Inside. Jim, Jim.
Motion. Check nickel.
Back north.
Alert 3.
Run.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rodgers to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4.
Plant.
Mike 5-4. Check right.
Rodgers again now. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Results in a 4th down.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
First throw in overtime now for Greer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They turn to Scarlett again. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let it.
42. Mine's 42. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. He's checking. He's checking.
Recon. 132 fighter. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, here's Greer. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Kelly. Show left. Kelly. Football. Check 30. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Zoom.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Check 30. Right there. Shoot. Buzz.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Adams on the hook out. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
Rodgers throwing complete here to St. Brown. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Cat 300. Cat 300.
He's checking.
Hey, exit. Run.
54. Mike 54.
Rodgers to throw once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Coco, over here.
Come. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Yeah, Liz.
Jim.
Green Bay, Jim.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
And he got it! The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Packers,